Hey, what's cracking, everybody? Thank you for being here. Thanks for coming to hang out. Yeah, so we've got a few things here on the docket. Let's get some, business out of the way. Well, I mean, again, just first off, thank you to everyone for being here. We got a super chat from Papa Wheelie. Papa Wheelie, thank you so much for the super chat. Sup, Sebs and Ali, how are you both? How are the kids? Everyone is doing wonderful. We had a T-ball game for Millie today, which was super cute. She also has a Disney, what the freak was I gonna? I was gonna mix Disney and princess together. Disney. She has a princess birthday party in a couple of hours, so she's super pumped about that. Yeah, things are good. We just did the lawn. You know what? We're gonna start doing some lawn care live streams, mainly because I actually need some of y'all's help. It'd be fun. I have a few patches of like brown spot. I don't know. I just need to get them fixed. But anyway, long response. Long way of saying, Papa Wheelie, that everyone is good, and to everybody, thank you for being here. If you were here last week, you got to meet my brother Diego, who is in Seattle. Yeah, so he's up there. He's our moderator slash administrator. I actually need to make that like official, by the way. So give me just 1 second. And again, Papa Wheelie, I would have put up your super chat on the screen there, but just a few things didn't work out there, but same with you, Dis Daddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, Diego, you are set up as an admin. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure that oh, no. Yep, we do it here. Cool. So yeah, Diego's just gonna be helping us out, which is freaking awesome. So Diego, shout out to you. If you want to get on Discord eventually, Diego, cool, but no worries about it today. So items of business. Some updates on how we're gonna be able to walk on the treadmill and do everything. So we're actually gonna get on the treadmill here in a second. And I don't know about y'all, but I want to do a I want to do a personality test. So I got myself one, and I'm just curious. So that would be super fun. So on the treadmill, personality test is the main thing we're gonna do. The other thing that I wanted to bring up, it's I finally figured something out. For the longest time, I've wanted to I've wanted to be able to play my guitar on stream in like a non-choppy, pretty clear way, and I figured it out. And before that, come here, babe. Just come.
I don't know.
Just say hi.
Hi. Gunner got out, by the way.
Because I left
Someone called me and he was
the gate open, doing the yard.
Yeah, it's okay. He's back.
Well, that was my bad.
No, here's your stuff. I haven't eaten yet. Oh.
Go do your things. Thanks, babe. So there's Allie, making her appearance. She just brought me a lion's mane thing she wants me to test and try out. So lion's mane, we were watching Clarkson's Farm. Hit up the chat, chat. Have you guys watched Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime yet? Love Love that show. Absolutely love it. And on there's in this newest season, he for a while, he's working on growing mushrooms. And to grow the mushrooms, and growing the mushrooms, one of them is lion's mane. And doing that, they talk about, you know, what the advantages of it can be, how healthy for you it can be, and we were interested. So because Ali is super into these health stores, she went over and got us our raw dairy. Yep, where was those people? We raw milk, raw honey, raw cheese, unpasteurized, right? Like raw is a strong word, unpasteurized. And she also got lion's mane, so we're gonna try this. So it's supposed to be a thing for focus. It's concentrated organic mushroom, Hericium erinaceus. Have 1/3 full dropper, 1 to 2 times daily. There's, along with purified water and organic ethanol. Improve your overall health and focus with this bottle of locally grown fungus. All right. Let's see what happens. Oh gosh. I feel like 1/3's a lot, man. Dude, this looks gross. I can't do this. Oh gosh, I'm getting grossed out. Gosh. Okay. Hold it together, bro. Hold it together. Okay, well, no, we're okay. Yeah, it's really gross. All right, so we'll see how that works. Thank you, Ali. So what we're gonna be testing here on the channel is how do I feel? Apparently it's supposed to give you clarity. It is gross. I need to figure out a way to consume it better. Maybe softening some honey and putting the stuff in there and then just quick shot like that. That's actually a good idea. That's probably what we'll do. Oh man, that was gross. That was very, very gross. So, lion's mane. What I wanted to show you guys was the guitar, right? The guitar setup. Okay, so first things first. And I'm gonna do a video on my channel talking about this a little bit more. But there's a few things I needed to do. So as you can see right here, I have what's called a Rodecaster Pro 2, right? And you can use it for cool stuff like, right? We can do like, you know, sounds and whatnot. It's also the XLR pickup. So I have my microphones plugged in. You're able to use the Rode Wireless Pro, like the Rode Wireless microphones. And we are gonna use that today for when we switch over to the Treadmill while we do the personality test. So I can use the shotgun microphone or switch to the wireless. I have the guitar set up, which I'm gonna come back to in a sec. I'm taking out the sound from my video game systems so that I can control it here and hear it how I wanna hear it here. This computer, which has 2 audio channels, and then my work laptop, okay? So we can bring all of that in. Now, when hooking up my guitar to it, at first I was just hooking up the guitar directly here, and through an ASIO plugin was connecting it through a guitar emulator, Bias Effects. Awesome, I had a lot of fun time with that thing. But I was using the computer essentially as the effects processor. there was always a delay that drove me insane, and I would try to get it better, and it just wouldn't. We just would never get there. But that's what we did for a long time, just because I didn't have the money, couldn't afford a better setup than that. So then I bought, just because I became a fan of Positive Grid by using bias effects, I bought their amp, and their amp has output, like an output, right? So I was like, okay, how about if I get the dual XLR output and then just hook that up directly to the Rodecaster Pro and then transmit it. It worked, but there was a terrible, terrible fuzz. So I knew that the problem was I needed an isolator, a ground loop isolator. I don't know why. I just know that if you hear the fuzz, that's your solution. So I got one that I hooked up, you know, through the line cable and then out line cable, and then it would just there wouldn't be any sound. So line cables weren't the solution. So then I was about to give up. Diego was here. We were gonna return everything, and it's just like, all right, playing guitar on stream is just nothing we can do, right? Which bummed me out because I want to document here how I'm trying to actually finally start getting better at the guitar. So I want to make that a part of our streams once in a while. So I was bummed, but I wanted to just try one last thing. Maybe the problem was the line cable. Maybe it had to be full-blown XLR. So I found this other dual line to XLR cable, hooked that up to a XLR cable ground loop isolator, and then that came in as an XLR. And the result is, I think I finally fixed it. So amp is on. My guitar wireless, right? I just like wireless stuff. I think that's cool. So I can hear it because it's just the amp, but it's hooked up to this guy. But then we bring that up like right here. So what I need your guys' help with is cutting. If the audio is cutting. So give me a sec here. All right. So I see that the sound's coming in. Can you hear this? How about fuzz? Things like as such. Is there a fuzz? Because I'm not seeing fuzz here. Okay, I'm not seeing a fuzz. Thank you for the super chat, Angela. I'm gonna get to it. I don't hear a fuzz. Can you guys hear it? Okay. So we're getting some people saying fuzz, but it's others saying clean. Yeah, let me know. Play some John Mayer Gravity. Adam, okay, so first off, good friend of the channel, Danny Lee is on. Adam Jones riffs only. Well, I would have to tune to drop D. I wonder if I can find the Adam Jones effects on this amplifier. Adam Jones. Look, we're doing a commercial here for Positive Grid amplifiers. If you don't like metal, you're about to hear it in distortion, and I promise it's only going to be momentary. We're not going to play it for that long. Because I'm more of a I'm more in a chill vibe right now. There's like a lot of delay on it though. What this guy did. I don't like the delay on this guy's sound here. How does this guy do it? Okay, see, so that makes more sense because he has the Marshall amps on here. But I feel like with the distortion, it must be cutting out like crazy there. Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to be careful with how loud it goes. Yeah, it sounds all right. We'll have to keep playing with that. If anybody finds a good one, please let me know. Of an Adam Jones rig on bias effects. Someone recommended Gravity by John Mayer. All right, so here's what's interesting about that song for me. I'm trying to get better. It starts off with the most basic, right? I can never hit the note as like clean as I would like. As simple as that. That sounds terrible to me. Because that's the note you want to hit. I'd maybe have to get a lighter gauge string because bending it there clean for me is not that easy right now. I've actually never learned that song. So that's a G. No. I'm still on drop D, dude. Danny, that's your fault. So, okay. Then it went to C, C sharp, C. We'll keep playing with that. Quick break. Babe. Please
This
do.
is mine.
No, I know. I know. Have a seat, babe.
And this is my seat.
Yes,
right?
it is. Well, give us a. Tell the folks at home what you're doing with your diet. I'll be in the back. Fuzzy.
Get your other chair.
I don't feel like it.
Oh.
That my guitar.
Okay, no.
And I'll be your backup.
My backup music.
Your backup music here. So let's bring that down a little bit.
No, I've always been a believer.
Okay.
In bring that chair up. It's hard to talk to you. No, I've been a believer in carnivore diet for a while, and just like eating whole foods, local grown, whatever. But I've never like really done it.
As least processed as possible.
Right.
Would that be a good?
And then after you watch Clarkson's Farm, you're like, we got to support our local farms.
I filled the folks in on us watching Clarkson's Farm, and But
you do. You're like, I need to find my local farms and buy their stuff.
Yep, we recorded me trying the lion's mane.
Oh, right.
Yeah, again, pretty gross.
So it's hard to not eat carbs. I get a 3 p.m. carb craving hard. So, anyways, but I mean, so I've always eaten, not always, for a long time eaten like the raw milk, a lot of eggs and meat, but I still like my turkey sandwich and my chocolate chip cookie. And so anyways, so I was like, let's just try 1 month. I think I can do mentally 1 month of doing carnivore.
Yeah.
So we're eating meat, eggs, raw dairy. So I have raw milk, raw cheese, unpasteurized. What am I missing? Salt. And why can't I think? Oh, honey. We'll do honey. So I'll
Bone broth too.
Bone broth. Yeah. To me, that counts as like meat.
Yeah.
Because it's from the animal. Anyways, so for breakfast, this is day 1. Last night we went and had hamburger, french fries, milkshake, and it tasted amazing. So this is day 1, meal 1. So I made an omelet with the local farm eggs, with my raw cheese, the Redmond salt. I had 2 strips of bacon. I have raw milk with honey in it, and it's so good. So I had this yesterday too, technically, but then we had hamburgers. So anyway.
And the hamburgers with the bun and the whole shebang with the fries.
Yeah. And the french fries, yeah. I love a good hamburger french fry milkshake. So that's all.
And we're going to go
see how it goes. Yeah. But okay, so there is debate. Like Sean Baker counts as calories. But there's this other girl, her name's Lil Fit Carnivore. There's a lot of women who do carnivore. It's like a thing. So she's on Instagram. Lil Fit Carnivore. She's a nutritionist, fitness trainer. And her Instagram page, I don't know if you can link it or anything, but her Instagram page talks a lot about how doing carnivore has like healed her and helped her with her like eating disorders. And
oh, interesting.
Yeah, because she was like,
did the meat give her back her appetite?
No, I mean, eating disorder doesn't have to do with appetite.
Okay.
It's a mental thing. It's a, body dysmorphia, like torturing yourself thing. So like Beef Heals, what's this page? But she just talks a lot about, so she does not count calories. She's like, and that's something that she talks about why it's so helpful for her, because she doesn't have to count calories. She still stays in really good shape. And she doesn't get, because the calorie counting for her gets her into that bad place that goes into her disordered eating, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm going to try that. Where I'm like I'm not going to like go crazy, but I'm not going to be like measuring I'm just going to eat those foods and see what happens. Anyways.
I think that's, because then it's about health, not just like weight loss, hitting this.
I mean, I'd love to lose like.
No, I know what you're
5 to 10 pounds. That'd be great.
It becomes, you maintain a healthy relationship with food. What you're trying to do is, I'm going to eat food that makes me feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And then those other, you're not making those results the sole objective.
Yeah.
Fair?
So my goal is to be able, like, I would like to lose a little bit of weight because I've gained a little bit of weight. But I do get really tired, right? Like in the afternoons, I'm like dragging, and it's hard for me to get stuff done. And then I crave a cookie. I want a cookie every day. Every day I want one. So it's gonna be hard to get over that little hump there. But the milk with the honey tastes so good.
So good. Yeah.
So good.
So I just did the lawn, right?
Yeah.
And for me to have something before this, I did 30 grams of honey, which is like a tablespoon
It's a lot.
And some change. So I'm doing it slightly different. Because I have done the carnivore diet like full blown for 3 months in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And I lost so much weight. That's actually that's actually a problem. That was the problem for me. Because I work out hard, and for vanity reasons, I want to have a certain body composition.
Okay.
And couldn't do it on carnivore because I was just like losing all this weight so fast. But I felt great. Like my back pain was gone. My sleep was fixed. And I have struggled with insomnia
forever.
Yeah, bouts with insomnia.
That's why I talk to friends who have babies, and they're like, "Oh, we take turns. Like I let him sleep, he lets me sleep," and I'm like, I could never do that because you won't sleep.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just like I always felt bad. Because I could get up and go take care of the baby and come back and I would be out in 5 seconds. And you would be like, if you got up at midnight, it's like, that's it. So, yeah. Anyways, you were saying?
What was I saying? Yeah, so I'm doing the carnivore differently. I am going to still be having like, not just the honey carbs, but I'm also I'm going to still eat fruit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go what it's called the animal-based diet. Purposefully,
but fruits aren't animal.
They're considered that they consider it because because the fruit is the part that the plant wanted animals to eat, which is why they're sweet and tasty. They didn't it's a theory, right? But like the theory, it's like maybe the broccoli tastes like crap because it doesn't want to be eaten. Right? Or kale. And for me, like when I was doing this elimination diet before, I would incorporate broccoli or kale and my back pain would come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, when we were dating, you were doing like keto.
Yeah.
So you did a lot of carnivore cauliflower rice, broccoli rice.
Yeah, but
noodles.
When I would do cauliflower rice, actually I was fine. When I would do zoodles, I was fine. But if I ate broccoli, it would come back bad. So anyway, not all vegetables felt right for me. Like just trying an elimination diet to see what would trigger it. But fruit, I want to see like how I feel with fruit being like my only.
I have like never
non-meat.
I've never eaten my vegetables. My mom never made me eat I was the fourth child. She was done.
Yeah, she was done
time. But because of that, I've also never forced our kids to really eat vegetables. I hardly make them because I don't like them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel like I'm okay.
Sure.
And I don't not eat vegetables.
Sure. And I'm sure people in the chat will be like, well, you need to be careful with the cholesterol. Like I was getting my tests done. Like after doing it, I was my healthiest.
Yeah, I'm
numbers wise. But yeah, so because I want to keep like I want to shred body fat and whatnot, and I want to stay strong at the gym. I'm gonna keep doing fruit. I'm gonna keep fruit in my diet. But anyway, did the lawn, 30 grams of honey in 6 ounces.
A lot of honey.
6 ounces of raw milk. So
oh my God.
It was like candy.
Yeah.
But so good.
Oh no, that's too much. I couldn't do that.
It was so good.
I had too much yesterday.
Well, it's because everything I plugged into I am tracking my calories though.
Yeah.
Like I'm having a hard time getting to 2,000 calories with the stuff that we have to eat. So, but yeah, so I had that with 8 ounces of chicken and I couldn't eat more.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the only way I'm going to make sure I can keep my calories up because I don't want to lose weight too fast because I've worked hard for my muscle that I've gotten the past year.
See, I'm fine with losing weight too fast.
Yeah. So, no, I've gotten a lot stronger the past year or
Yeah.
two, so I don't want to lose it by losing
Yeah.
weight too fast. So the
Yeah.
easiest way I feel to get my calories like up there is milk and honey.
See, look, she makes her own chicken nuggets.
Pull it up.
I don't know how. I'm not.
You're not tech savvy?
No. I mean, I am. If I learn it, I can do it, but
Sure.
I haven't learned this. See, the one... Okay, I'll wait.
Just wait.
Just wait.
Just you wait. Just you wait. Chat, what was that from? What's her name?
Her page is Lil Fit Carnivore. Her name's Brooke.
Have you ever said Lil before?
Not really, no. Feels wrong.
All right, go through
Just
it with
say
us.
little.
And then let's...
Okay.
1 sec.
So, yeah, so here's one. So it's up there. Okay. So the one thing I did that helped my entire family improve their health in 1 month. So she says, I don't let my kids choose. We have fresh scrambled eggs with bacon and sausage every single morning, which you're really good at doing that for our kids.
Yeah.
I don't give them options. I don't make them eat it all, which I do like too. Like, you can't force your kids. I feel like that creates bad habits.
Sure.
The only time I'm like, you have to eat your food is because I know they're hungry and Millie's just being stubborn because she wants me to give her sweets, not food, right? Because she'll take one bite and then she wants her treat. We prioritize protein, save leftovers. Yeah, bacon's a good, because like I just heated that up in the microwave and that was good. Yeah, anyways. She says they don't eat cereal, oatmeal, carb-laden breakfast foods, sugary smoothies, or all the pretend healthy breakfast foods either, which I love. Like, the thing is it's so easy to make scrambled eggs in the morning. Yeah. Like, it takes just as much effort to make scrambled eggs as to make a slice of toast.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Anyways. So yeah, this is her. Mother of 5. Anyways, so yeah, I really like her. Oh, this is one she just did. Summer fat loss cheat sheet. Eat red meat, lift weights, remove sugar and carbs, 10,000 steps a day, remove seed oils, prioritize animal protein and fat. So anyway, so that's what we're doing. Yeah, same thing here. Drink raw milk, sun, duck eggs. I've never heard of duck eggs. Have you eaten duck eggs?
Yeah. I've eaten ostrich eggs.
I know. That's like...
My first time ever eating an ostrich egg, by the way, it was, so they are big, but I was like, but I'm like, I need a lot. So I made 2 ostrich eggs scrambled.
Oh my gosh.
I have never been so sick trying to eat all of that.
Yeah.
Because I would.
It's so fatty.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's super filling. Duck eggs, yeah. I mean, so it's like in between that.
Where even would you get duck eggs?
We can find places.
Raw Greek yogurt. I probably won't do that. No seed oils. Meat heels. Yeah. Anywho, so I like this girl. But yeah, she has some like recipes here that we should try, right? Like she has, like what did she? I think she made that out of cheese, like the bun.
For like tacos.
Yeah. And yeah, Carnivore Big Mac. So yeah, what is that she's using there? They have like egg patties. I wonder if I think it's egg. You can buy like.
I mean, it's right there. 1 pack plain egg life egg wraps.
Yeah. But she has pickles and fry sauce on it. But
her homemade fry sauce, which is I'm actually very interested. Can you go back and show me what she does? Go just like click out of this.
Well, it's starting over now. This is the beginning.
Yeah, click exit because there's another post where she says homemade fry sauce. They're right there.
Oh, it's probably Greek yogurt. Carnivore mayo.
See, so now see recipe down. So yet another recipe.
cup of any animal fat, butter, mustard, lemon juice, or apple cider vinegar, sea salt.
Oh.
Tomato sauce. So see, I don't really want to do
Yeah, tomatoes. Nightshade, I get reactions to. I still eat them because pizza's so good.
What?
Nightshade, tomato sauce.
Nightshade?
A nightshade.
I don't know what you're saying.
You've never heard of it? It's like, just Google, what are nightshades?
Why can't you just tell me?
Because I'm not finding the words.
Is it one word?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
What are nightshades?
Nightshade vegetables. So onion, potatoes, tomatoes.
I have never heard this word.
It's like, and the easiest thing when you do an elimination diet, the first thing you eliminate are nightshades because those are known to produce getting inflammation and things like that.
Yeah. Nightshades are a family of plants that belong to the whatever family. Wide range of plants, both edible and inedible. So potatoes, tomatoes, eggplant, bell peppers, chili peppers, tomatillo, paprika, cayenne pepper. That's so interesting. Yeah, so anyways, that's what we're doing.
You excited?
Yeah. I'm nervous. Like I said, breakfast is easy for me. And I know it's almost 1 p.m. I'm just eating breakfast. It was a busy morning. But lunch is the hardest. And after the girls go to bed.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think it's just because normally when I eat during the day, I'm with the kids. And so it's just like, I'm not enjoying, like, I'm up helping them get this and that. So I'm just kind of eating and I'm not, like, eating. Right? So when they go to bed, it's like, I want to sit and, like, enjoy something to eat. But I don't like eating late. I never feel good the next morning when I eat late.
Oh, for sure. No, those are the nights I know for a fact, the nights where I struggle sleeping.
Because you ate at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And I usually junk food.
And I ate junk, like pizza and a cookie.
Yeah, you're not eating on omelet at 8 p.m.
No.
Yeah. So, anyway, so those are the times that oh, careful.
Gosh, dang it.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Anyways. So those are the times I'm going to have to.
Yeah, the first couple of days are going to, again, I've gone keto, gone carnivore several times, and yeah. But again, there are things that I wish I would have done differently.
Explain.
Electrolytes. Okay. So like the drink that I have, I wish I had that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish I did the bone broth like way earlier.
Yeah.
My first time ever doing it, like the keto flu, they call it.
Mm-hmm. Like
I was feeling that pretty, but you might never experience that because you'll still have milk and honey.
Yeah.
So you might never experience that.
That's what I'm feeling like is going to be my like treat thing that I want at that time of day. You're going to be
excited to just be like milk and honey, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Land of milk and honey.
Yeah. And I used the Tupelo honey that we got.
Shout out.
Someone sent us some official Tupelo honey because we did the song.
Yeah.
Do you remember who sings the song? Van Morrison.
That is right.
Anyways, what are people saying?
Yeah, what are the folks at home? What the freak is going on?
I don't know.
I need you to get out of there. I'm scared.
All right.
Thanks, babe. Because you don't know.
I don't.
My controls.
I don't.
And everything.
I just show up.
There we go. Okay, now I fixed it. You want your comfortable?
Good.
All right, so
it's funny the angle though. I look funny because I'm behind you.
Yeah. I'm taller than you. And I'm bigger than you.
I hope so.
All right.
I wouldn't have married you if you weren't.
Yeah. So we missed a few super chats. So let's catch up here. So there was a super chat and it's not working for me to show them all except for this latest one. So let's just read that one. Ole Olsen. Ole, 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 ole. You know, yeah. Angelina Jordan, If I Were a Boy. A lot of people have been telling me about this song.
That's a Beyonce song.
If I were a boy. That one?
Yeah, I wonder if that's the same one.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm excited to check that out. Feel bad about being a man. So yeah, sure. I miss Angelina Jordan, right?
You feel bad about being a man?
Isn't that like I'm actually saying this not to be like controversial, but isn't that the point of the song?
I think so. I have to go get the door.
All right. It's healthy. It's healthy to get that. But hey, if it's Angelina Jordan and not Beyonce, I'm down. So excited to check that out. Angelina Jordan, man. She really is an angel. Again, I can't click it to show it here, but I missed a $20 super chat. Thanks, Diego, again for being on Discord and moderating all of that. Angela, so your name is with one F. So the only way I can think about pronouncing that is in Spanish. Angela Chafin. So thank you for the $20 donation. Love your reactions. Would love you to react to Belinda Carlisle. Have never heard of who that is. Song The Story live on SNL. Very well. We will do that. Enough said. Hippie Joe still hoping you check out the live in California, John Mayer Gravity. I also have that request from a good friend of the channel, Linda, who sent me a letter recommending that. Just John Mayer's version of Gravity. Can't wait to see that. Because you know that song.
Yes.
All right, so we were just talking about it before you came in. The song is technically easy, but it's not. Like, he's just such a good guitarist. Yeah, he's just such a good guitarist that it's like hard to play that. So I'm excited to check that out.
Makes it look easy.
There
That's how you know someone's good at something, is they make it look easy.
There is a term for that. There was a term for that from my English class, which was the only class I thought was beneficial to me in college.
The only one?
Yeah.
No, because you liked your accounting class.
Doesn't mean, okay, liking and being, okay, accounting was useful too.
Yeah.
But the English one was still more useful to me.
Okay, so your most useful class.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, that is a good correction. We were reading like doing the humanities, and we spent a lot of time on the Renaissance. And the Renaissance resonated with me.
Yeah.
Because it was all of these people who are good at multiple things.
Yeah, but they call people a Renaissance man.
Right. And one of my favorite other books is this book that this samurai wrote way back when. He was known to be the greatest swords fighter, right? He was on so many duels and wouldn't stop winning that he got bored to the point where he was just fighting with a wooden stick.
I remember you telling me.
And still beating people. But he writes like a book, a memoir, I don't know, like way back when. And his thing was, the reason I'm such a good sword fighter is because I'm also a good poet. And I'm a good meditator. I'm a good father.
Renaissance man.
Right. So the Renaissance hit me. And in one of the stories we read, so that's why I'm like, freak, I'm sure I can go through my notes. I saved all my notes from that class because I loved it so much.
Really? That's
cool. We learned about just that principle of true mastery is when you can also have a calm, relaxed face while exerting the effort, right? So a good ballerina
makes it look easy.
Makes it look like they are just fine.
Nothing. Yeah.
But they're dying.
Yeah. But they're dying.
They're dying. So anyway, I don't know why I was talking about that.
I don't know. I was out for a minute.
We were talking about John Mayer making it look easy. Yeah. Other useful classes in college. That's interesting.
My most used class was my classroom management.
Classroom management. Allie was a teacher. Is a teacher. You could renew your license if you wanted to.
Yeah.
To go back.
Yeah. No, my classroom management, because there was 2 professors, and they were terrible because they were so hard, but they really helped me. And that was definitely like, that is the key to being a good teacher, is having good classroom management. It's like the foundation of the pyramid.
Sure.
You know, like,
and is also that the most qualifying, the most meaningful, impactful quality in a teacher is, can they do that? Like, not necessarily do they know the subject matter.
Yeah.
Is it more that they can manage?
Knowledge of it's like bases classroom management. Because if no one, especially for little kids, because little kids really, like, they need boundaries. They need to know what's allowed, what's not allowed. And they need to know that if they break the rules, there's a consequence. Like, they may think they don't want that, but they do. And especially like kids who are rule followers, just naturally want to know that the kids who are pushing the boundaries are like, that the teacher's going to take care of it. You know, They don't want to, it makes them feel unsafe and insecure, and they're not able to focus and learn if they're feeling like, this kid next to me is always crazy and I have to tell him to be, you know what I mean? Like, the teacher is the one who will take care of it. Just getting everyone in the right headspace and mental space.
Yeah.
Is number 1. And then I would say subject matter is next, like knowledge. And then I would say being able to create an engaging lesson about it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because you can have good classroom management and know a lot, but then if you're boring,
that's why Dead Poet Society is such a great movie. It's because he teaches them something that all of them thought was lame.
Yeah.
And he made them fall in love with.
But you
poetry,
get
literature.
the authority first.
Right.
And then know it, be able to teach it, and then the rest is kind of, those are the main 3 things.
Yeah.
I would say.
That's pretty good. So classroom management.
So classroom management was my most used, for sure. Just like learning all the little kind of, you know, scaffoldings and how to intervene and all that stuff was helpful.
Nice.
Yeah. One of my most enjoyed classes.
That's a good question.
So I did study abroad in London for a summer. Just a summer, like, because, you know, there's summer, there's like 2 terms and they're like shorter.
Yeah.
So I did it shorter.
Spring and summer. Yeah.
So I did it summer. So it was like June, like half of June, July, and half of August.
So it was like 6 weeks.
And it was a humanities study abroad. So everything had a humanities lens.
Yeah.
So the classes I took, one was a Christianity in England class, like from this time period to this time period. I can't remember. We went to a lot of cathedrals.
Cool.
And like a lot of cathedral ruins.
Cool.
Because what happened, I'm going to get this probably not totally right, but what happened was King Henry VIII with all the wives.
Yeah.
He chopped off all their heads.
Off with their heads.
He wanted to get a divorce.
Yeah. That's why there was a Church of England. Yes.
Because the Pope wouldn't grant a divorce, so he says, forget it, I'll do my own church.
Yeah.
So became Protestant, and so he wanted to get rid of anything Catholic. So there's a lot of cathedral ruins and things like that.
Well, of course. But
and
but
it goes through a phase with lots of different monarchs who are like, we're going back Catholic, we're going back this. And so it creates tension between Catholics and Protestants, and it's like a big deal.
Okay.
So that was one of them. That wasn't my favorite one, though, but it was interesting. And then I did a World War I class.
Oh, that's cool.
And I loved that class. Again, because the teacher, the professor, just loved the subject matter.
Yeah.
Like, loved it. And so we didn't we kind of studied the history of World War I, but it was more, again, through a humanities perspective. So we studied the poems and the art and all the stuff that came out during that time.
Yeah.
And kind of learned it through an artistic lens, which was really interesting. And so and World War I in England was a way bigger deal than it was here. So, did you ever see the movie War Horse?
You made me watch War Horse when we were dating.
So that one's World War I.
I really like that movie. Yeah, great movie.
So, But yeah, so I loved that class. So we would study, there's a poem we had to memorize called Flanders Fields. And I don't remember it totally. It's like, see, if I heard it, it would come back to me, but I can't. I'm not going to whip it out.
Good idea not to whip it out. This is a
Flanders Fields. So it's a really important poem because it talks about the poppies growing in the field where there was a battle and all these soldiers died. And so then the red poppies grow. Okay, yeah, there it is. I need to pull it up.
Pull it up, Jamie.
Yeah, zoom it in. Yeah, so we had to memorize this poem. In Flanders Fields, the poppies blow. Oh, I thought it was grow. Anyways, I always thought it was grow. Between the crosses, row on row. So the crosses are like all the soldier graves, right? That mark our place, and in the sky, the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. So, right, it's like a visual, like you can't even hear the birds. We are the dead short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields.
Wow.
Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders Fields. So because of this poem, the red poppy has become like the symbol on Veterans Day, but in England they call it Remembrance Day. And so there's the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. There's one in France, and there's one I think there's some everywhere, but there's one in DC, and there's one in England. And the Queen goes and lays down a wreath, or I guess it's now the King, but lays down a wreath on the tomb, and it's a wreath of poppies, red poppies. And so they all wear red poppy pins. So yeah. So anyway, so things like that is what we learned about. Yeah. And it was really interesting to me. And so we learned about paintings, and we'd go see the painting where it's hanging, and then we did a trip to Paris for like a week.
Hockey.
And we took a bus. We didn't take the Channel. We took a bus, which was really cool because we drove through the countryside.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of like World War I monuments and things like that. So we went to the big battle was the Battle of the Somme, Somme, which I learned later that my great grandpa fought in that battle. He was like front lines, bayonet with like the gun with the sword, in it.
That's insane.
And he got mustard gas poisoning, which was a thing that they did, right?
Yeah.
So, which eventually was what killed him, like not during the war, but later. But yeah, so we went to that, and then they have trenches that are preserved. So they like have cemented over the sandbags, and so you can walk around them, and that was really cool.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's crazy because you like the one where we went. Oh, and then you could go to the trolley car where they signed the like, what's the word? Armistice? Is that the word? Anyway, they signed the thing to end the war.
Yeah.
So we went to that trolley car.
Which I thought that they showed that scene really good on.
Yeah, what movie was that?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yes. Yeah, that was
great movie.
Yeah.
Hard to watch. I can't watch it again. Great.
But
movie.
yeah, so I've been in that trolley car.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that's why it's November 11th. They signed it on the 11th day of the 11th month at 11:11, I think.
Did they like wait to like?
I think they did.
There's like, guys, it's November 11, and it's 11. Let's just it's just gonna be cool.
Yeah.
And there was like, yeah, man. So they're just like.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the trenches. What's interesting is that they were just like shooting at each other for like no ground, right? That's why it was so deadly and bad. Is that they had like
and tragic.
They had like old tactics with modern weaponry, and so it just didn't work. And so people would just shoot at each other, and they'd gain no ground. So the one where we went to, the two sides, you could like talk to each other. They're just so close, and it's like people were just there, just like shooting at each other, and so and one of the things I'm rambling forever, but one of the themes that I think I've talked to you about this, that we learned about was there was a lot of romance scene in warfare. So like young kids were lying about their age to get to war.
Which they also showed great on the Western Front, right?
Yeah, and get this glory of
the main kids on there are lying about their age to go to war.
And War Horse, it shows that too.
Sure.
But yeah, because they wanted this glory and this like I'm, fighting for my country and everything, which is honorable, obviously. But just through the artwork and the things showing how the reality, like, just really destroyed a lot of people, and that it's not a lovely thing.
No,
especially probably in this war that was so just brutal.
Right.
Yeah. So that's all I have to say about that.
That was your most meaningful experiences in college.
Most enjoyed classes, and I mean, combined with the fact that we got to go to the places, makes it really cool.
Unreal.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to play the card. I looked into doing one of those, but I could never afford it. That's cool. I mean, that's cool that you got to go. I could have applied for scholarships, though. Like, there were scholarships made for these. And woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
But the only one I would have gone to is, like, Chinese. So that was my most hated class.
Even though you spoke it?
Well, yeah. Well, because the education of it is so hard and complicated.
Yeah.
And they just, and it's been that way my whole life that I, like, everywhere I studied it. Because I studied it for a bit in middle school, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, it was just always so strict. Because it is a hard, complex language. But, yeah, after having learned it a little bit, I was like, I'll just get a minor in it. And if I didn't take those classes, I would have graduated, like, 2 years early.
Really?
Like, they were so demanding, and getting even a minor added so, like...
Yeah.
So I wish I would have just been like, dude, just...
I think they try at BYU, to make them really hard, because they know all the return missionaries who speak that language are going to be like, I'm just going to go get a minor in Chinese. And they're like, oh, wait, it's really hard.
But the thing is, like, to get the minor in Spanish, you can take... You know enough Spanish when you get back from one of the, like, a mission to come in and test out and get your minor in Spanish.
Why didn't you get that?
My test advances you 3 classes. That's how hard Chinese is.
Yeah. But you could have minored in Spanish.
No, I don't know if they would have let me do it. Because I was there when I first signed up to be a BYU student, I signed up as an international student from Chile.
Like, you can't minor in your own language.
Like, you
minor in English and you speak English.
Oh, but those classes are hard too. Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, so I wish I didn't even bother. like it's cool that I learned it, and I should appreciate it and try not to forget it. And when China comes to power in the next little bit, it will help us get out of a lot of sticky situations. But yeah, gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know one language. Sort of.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, English, accounting, business. Here was my favorite class. I did sign up for a sales class when I had already worked at Qualtrics for 2 to 3 years. And there's even like a sales competition as part of it.
I remember you won it.
Yeah.
Like, so easy.
So it was so nice, because we were like, everyone, like, the teacher thought I was a genius, and I kept reminding her, like, I am currently working as a software salesman. Like, this is my job right now.
That's right. That reminds me of
like, they shouldn't have let me compete.
It was unfair. Oh well.
Eat that.
That reminds me of when I was in high school. So this is like not an interesting story, but I'm going to tell it anyway. I was a smart kid. When I was in 6th grade, they moved me up the math grade. So I was always a year ahead. And so but then I got lazy. And by the time I was in 10th grade, I was taking pre-calc. So it was like just a year ahead. But I didn't do great in it. They put me in pre-calculus honors, and I just struggled. The teacher was like, not great, but it's because I was lazy. So I struggled in it. So I didn't want to move on the next year because I didn't feel like I did well enough. And I'm like, well, I'm a year ahead. I can just do it and I'll just be on level, right?
Yeah.
So I did the regular pre-calc class, not honors, the next year. And I just did so great because I'd already done it. And then I remember at the end of the year, they were talking to us about the classes we could do the next year. And they're like, okay, you can do AP Calc, right? You can do AP Stats. You can do regular calculus. Or you can do CE 1050, so like concurrent enrollment.
Oh, yeah.
So like you get, so with the AP ones, you get some sort of college credits. Like if you do the CE class, you get, it is a college class.
Yeah.
Like it'll be on your transcript and everything. And I was like, I'm going to do that one. That sounds good. I didn't know that's also pre-calc.
So you took pre-calc twice.
So 3 times. So my senior year was my 3rd year doing this class. And I was so smart.
So why didn't they let you like, hey, but I already took the class. Can we just?
Oh, no, because you had to be like, I was enrolled in like Weber State or something.
That's funny.
So anyway, so that year I was like, everyone in my class was like, Allie is so smart. And I was like, I know. I only told a handful of people. And my teacher would put up every time we did a test, like this was she didn't say who it was, but she said this was the high score.
And everyone knew it was you.
And there was one time I didn't get the high score.
And you were like,
and I was like, who the heck beat me?
That's a
my
class.
3rd year. I was so mad. When
Oh,
I didn't get it.
man.
Every other time I got the high score. But then that was like all I could do in math. I tried to do stats and I like barely squeaked by with literally like a C+. And I tried to do calculus and I dropped it after the first test and I tried so hard. I like had this friend who was a tutor for that class help me study for the test. And like, I tried so hard and I got literally like 56% on the test. Like,
yeah.
it was like drop that class the minute I could. And I couldn't get past pre-calculus. That's as far as my brain would go. So there's that story for you.
That was an interesting story, babe. That's funny. That is funny that you did that.
3 years. Yeah.
It's a good high school career.
Yeah.
Well, Diego, thanks again for moderating, helping out there to all the chats we've missed and whatnot. Sorry, we'll actually try to go through them here, but let's cover some of them that at least Diego helped bring up. So Angela, we already brought that up. Papa Wheelie gave us a super chat earlier saying hi.
Thanks.
Hoping everyone's well. So
yeah, we are well.
Yeah. So Coogan Middlebrook. I have never heard of the name Coogan before. Hey guys, I sent a reaction donation a few months ago for Joe Bonamassa, Love at Red Rocks. Okay. Every show that's at Red Rocks is amazing. And you were the one who told me about Joe Bonamassa the first time.
Yeah.
And that was freaking awesome. So,
yeah.
All right, Coogan, we'll check that out. Jackie Coulter, trying to donate, but it won't let me override the $1.99. Wanted to do 10. Help. I have no idea how to fix that, Jackie, but you are fine. But thank you so much for the tip there. It was probably this one here through Tim. But thank you.
Press the dollar super chat. You just slide it.
Oh, you just slide the. Yeah, so for super chats on a phone, you're not pressing the button for the dollar amount. There's like a little.
No, you press the dollar amount. Press super chat.
And then it's a slider.
Then you slide it where you want it.
You can tip all the way up to $500.
Don't do
that, please. Like, because
like don't.
It feels like something like
stealing.
Or like okay, Christmas is great, but you know this. It stresses me the freak out if a friend gives me a gift. I get so mad. Because now, like, gosh dang it, I have to like now think about you and get you a gift.
It's like on Big Bang Theory.
Oh, when Sheldon
talks about that.
Yeah.
And then he gives her all the gifts.
Because she gave the Leonard Nimoy autograph.
That's one of my favorite episodes. I love that show.
So I'm glad someone brought this up. And this Christmas, we should do it. But I already reacted to these guys, Sabaton. You won't. Okay, musically, it is metal. So you're not going to be like, nah. But I don't think like you're gonna love the way they tell these stories because their whole band, all of their songs are like epic stories from like mythology, war, World War I, World War II. So they have a song, The Christmas Truce.
Yeah. Famous story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But their song about it with their music video, it's amazing. So.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 Graves of Unknowns. You were thinking, yep, Arc de Triomphe and Westminster Abbey. I did know they were there. I just didn't say it. I don't know why I didn't.
The Arc de Triomphe?
Yeah.
There's a
tomb there.
For who?
An unknown soldier.
Oh wow.
It's like they have those to like just as a tribute to all the people who were unknown who died.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, here's my story with Arc de Triomphe. Diego, make a timestamp because this will be an interesting story for well, maybe it will. If I tell it right.
No pressure.
A lot of pieces to this story.
Okay.
We have mentioned it on the channel that Ali and I got engaged in France. Okay. Her and her
2017.
Her and her family had a pre-planned, pre-arranged trip. During this time, we fall in love. During this time, her family grows a liking to me. So when I asked for permission to ask Ali to marry me, this trip was coming up, and it just made sense to surprise Ali in Paris and do it there. So,
and I remember I was like, do you think he'll come to Paris? In my head, I didn't want to like get my hopes up.
Sure.
But in my head, I was like, oh, it'd be so cool if he did that. But you really were good at leading me astray. Oh,
for sure. Because I would say things.
Just make little comments.
It's like, man, I wish I could go.
You'd be like, we'll go together one day. Won't that be great? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And when
I did really good at, again, throwing her off. Because then they went, and unbeknownst to her, my flight was going to be like 12 hours later or something. Yeah.
He drove us to the airport, dropped me and my parents off,
and essentially went to go get ready to go on my own.
Yeah.
But when I was like boarding my flight, I knew that it was our morning, but really I was halfway to Paris. And I like texted her like, yeah, just waking up, making myself breakfast. Yeah. Like I thought about these things. So then you were probably like, there's no way he's gonna be.
I was like, in my head, I'm like, he's gonna do it. How could he miss out this? And then I'm like, he's not. I'm like, it'll still be so special.
And I appreciate that
I knew we were gonna get engaged.
Sure.
Like I was asking him like every day.
Like when are you gonna
propose? What are you gonna
like woman, relax. And it wasn't like she was asking me that because we had been dating for like 3 or 4 years. Like
no, it was because we
knew we were gonna get married.
Yeah. Like I knew you were planning on proposing. It was just a matter of when.
Right.
And I was like excited.
And the reason she should have known because she was the one who just showed me the rings she liked. And I was like, well,
no, it was open that this was happening.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So I'm glad that you didn't get like mad at me that before you knew I was gonna show up. Like but we did make it work though. So we got engaged, Paris, have a great time. We'll maybe I know we've talked about our trip to Paris in the past, but maybe one day we can talk more about it. But we have a great time. Penultimate day. Penultimate?
Is that a new word?
So ultimate is final. Penultimate, yeah. And then we say it a lot in Spanish and you can use it in English.
I have never heard this word. Penultimate. So like before the final?
Represent, baby. I taught Ali an English word.
Before final? That's what it means?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So the day before we're leaving, going back home. I'm going through my stuff, getting ready to head back to America. Forgot my green card. Did not have my green card on me. You cannot enter the country if you don't have your green card.
You can not only not enter the country.
You can't leave the country.
Board the plane.
Right, to come. Right.
So it's not, because I was like, well, can't you just wait and your dad will give it to someone on the plane? And
no, I can't board
you can't leave France.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we go through all of these things that morning. Like we go to the U.S. Embassy to see if they can give me like a permit or all of these things. We landed on what just made the most sense in handling the situation, which was calling my dad and my brother and having them mail me out my green card.
And you had to stay. We had to find you an Airbnb.
Yeah. So the next day they go back. I found an Airbnb, and this is the thing. I was freaking out because I was still like pretty poor.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, frick, I have to get a hotel, a flight. I'm gonna have to cancel my flight. And then I was looking.
I remember they were like $1,000.
I was freaking out, but then thankfully I called the airline, and they just rebooked my flight.
It was like $150 charge or something.
To like and that was actually where I was freaking out the most. And when I
remember it because we were up in the middle of the night, and you're like, it's $1,000.
I do
or
not,
2,000 or something.
Yeah, it was
like,
I do.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I have to return your ring. Like those were things that went through my mind. Like I was like, the only way I can pay for this.
Yeah.
All right, so was able to change the flight. Found a cheap Airbnb. We'll come back to that. And my brother and dad shipped me out my green card, so I have to wait like a couple of days. So this Airbnb just so happens to be in a spot in Paris where it's just full of Middle Eastern folks.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Yeah,
like, this one's cheap.
And like, you know, I'm Hispanic, but at the same time, like, especially if I grow out my beard and things like that.
If you're in a Middle Eastern area, they would think you're Middle Eastern. Right. When you're in a Hispanic area, they think you're Hispanic. When you're with your poly friends,
they thought I was poly.
Like, you kind of have a...
And then when I was in the Philippines, they thought I was Filipino.
They did?
Yeah. And I was just the biggest one. I was their leader.
You're huge. Yeah.
I mean, the average Filipino was like 5'4", 5'5". Yeah.
I know.
So yeah. I was.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you were huge.
So I was a big Filipino. Well, they call me fat. I was a fat Filipino. Yeah. All right. So anyway, I'm in this area, so it is sketchy, but it worked out because I blended and I just didn't talk to anybody. Just walked, and I was trying to look dangerous, just for so. I was protecting myself. I was trying to protect myself. But during this time, we were like, I mean, go do something in Paris. And I hadn't gotten here. I hadn't gotten to Paris the day that they went to the Arc de Triomphe. So I was like, I should go do that. So I went. I have never been so bored.
I know.
Like, I went to the Arc de Triomphe, and it's like, it's a really big, really sketchy roundabout.
Yeah. But it is. It's like you can climb to the top of it.
Oh, and I started, but I was like, this is boring.
Like by yourself, yeah.
And that's when I realized there are some people who travel alone and enjoy it, and I don't know how. Maybe they enjoy it because they're extroverted, or maybe they're introverted. But there's something about travel where you can kind of choose a different personality on that trip. So that's probably why they like traveling. It's like starting over again, right?
I don't know. There are people who like to travel alone. Like people who have kids, they'll be like, you take a trip, then I'll take a trip. That does not sound fun to me.
Not at all. And that was the moment I realized never doing this.
Yeah.
Again.
I remember you were like, I got there and was like,
I was there for 5 minutes and went back to my...
Now what do I do?
Went back to it wasn't an Airbnb, it was a hotel. It was a hotel. Was it? I went back to the hotel and just kept working.
Yeah.
And I was playing on my phone Final Fantasy IX because I had never played it up to that point. So I was just playing that on my phone. Paris.
Yeah.
Really boring if you're by yourself.
Get your green card. I remember you almost didn't get it.
Yeah, I was freaking out because my flight was going to be that night.
Yeah.
And
you drove to get it, and it went to the wrong place.
Yeah, so I went to DHL. I think it's how we were doing it. So I went, because the DHL I went to was by the Arc de Triomphe. So I was like, double whammy.
Yeah.
So then I went to it, and they're like, it's not coming here. And I'm like, my flight is in like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, it's not here. I'm like, where is it? It's like, it's at our like inception place, like our hub, and it's like a 2-hour drive. So I Ubered.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, dude, here's the deal.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'll charge you for one way.
Oh, that was nice.
Really nice guy.
They had good Ubers while we were there.
Oh, for sure.
Uber was
It still cost me $150.
Yeah. But no, the Ubers were everywhere and they were nice.
Really nice. So he hooked me up. So he took me out there. And then we're at this warehouse thing. I'm like, how am I remotely gonna be able to ask someone for this and they give it to me? But I find this like door, I go in, there is like a reception, and I tell her the situation. She's like, yeah, let me go. And then she comes back like 3 minutes later, and she has my like an envelope for me. I'm like, and I was so happy.
I know.
And then went back, got my crap, got on a.
Because like, what would you do if it got lost in the mail?
Be like, I have to extend this?
But like, how would you get it?
Oh, yeah, I would have then been, okay. So we thankfully had backup plans. Like one of the presiding bishopric members in the church is French. So my dad had like called and was like, hey, worst case scenario, can they like stay at your family's house? And so I would have been able to be at a place, because what I would have had to do is request my green card through the American embassy in Paris and waited however
like
long
weeks
to get it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that didn't happen.
Yeah, it would have been like you would have had like a social media campaign, like bring back
my fiance. He just wanted to do something nice.
And now I screwed it up because I forgot my green card and I can't get
it has become a thing that I'm allowed to bug him about remembering
at least my
stuff.
Wallet, my passport wallet.
He's lost his wallet a decent amount of times.
Yeah.
And like you're kind of notorious for that.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm not allowed to get annoyed when you're asking.
When I'm like, where's your wallet?
Yeah. And that was probably the main thing that determined that being the case.
Yeah, I think the last time was when you left your wallet at that restaurant, and I was like looking all over where we had been, and I found it there, and I was like, I'm now allowed to bug you. About your wallet. Yeah. We all have our things. You're allowed to bug me about the laundry.
I don't bug you about the laundry.
No, but you're allowed to like poke fun at me about it.
Oh, okay. I'm not like.
No, you don't bug
me. It made it sound for a second that I'm like.
You're not nagging.
Like I go to the like you haven't done the laundry yet?
Yeah, no, you don't do that.
He
does it.
I gladly do the laundry. Yeah.
I know, but I'm aware it's a flaw of mine.
Because I'm in sales with my job, right? My job is in chaos all the time in a different way than yours. Yours is a big way. But mine is a chaos where it's like I'm talking to people, things like that. So it's kind of like doing the laundry is like I don't have to think about people. My only task
is fold these clothes.
But it is still a task and it feels good. And maybe that's all I'm wanting. I was like, I want to feel like I accomplished a task that I am in full control over. Right? Because my job, it's very dependent on other people.
Yeah.
With me being success. Doing this channel, it's completely dependent on people watching.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, again, we have to all 28 of you watching, thank you, right? And I don't want to compare myself, but I have like a few like there's like other YouTubers who have maybe 25,000 subscribers who are having like 500 people on their live stream, right? And it's because that was their focus. And again, but still, I'm like, I am jealous.
Like not in control.
I am jealous of those results. But what can I do? I don't know. We'll work on that. Laundry, I can do it. And the thing, it's like the chaos you're dealing with, I can't handle for that long. I love our girls so much, but hearing them whine throughout, like I have a very low.
I'm naturally more patient.
Yeah, I have a very low tolerance for whining, complaining, which is things you have to learn as a parent, and I have developed it a little bit.
Yeah, you have.
But it's still, we should play to our strengths too, which is why
I have said
I work and you do.
I would clean every poopy diaper and pee accident and tantrum dealing with so that I don't have to have a job and work and provide. Like, I don't want to do that at all.
Sure.
It seems incredibly stressed. Like I would be out of my mind.
This was a very beneficial agreement for us to get married. Like it really worked out for us. No, but I'm the opposite. Yeah,
I probably need to go.
Because you have to take Allie to Millie.
Millie. There's too many names.
You have to take Millie to the party.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but not quite yet.
I'm happy to do the laundry for you, babe.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Well, thanks for coming in, babe.
Yeah.
Love you. Okay. Bye, Allie. Wait. Wait. Thanks, Allie. Yay. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. Put that back. All right. So, a few other things we missed, especially when it comes to some suggestions we're getting of videos and stuff to watch. We had a la carte earlier say, check out Chris Young getting you home. Come on, man. You'll thank me later. So first off, reacting to videos on live stream is not something we can do, especially with copyrights and everything like that. Wow, that video is very famous. Getting Young, Getting You Home. Oh, I'm excited to check that out. When you show copyrighted stuff live on stream, your stream gets taken down, right? And you can get a channel strike. So my first and only, no, I've gotten a strike before. I got a strike because I reacted to Rage Against the Machine and I had the album work up and it was a monk committing, you know, the monk, I don't know if you're allowed to say the word, but I'm gonna say, like, the monk was committing self-immolation, right? I hope we're fine. I think because I had the picture of that, I got a strike and I couldn't post on my channel for 2 weeks or something. My first warning was one of my first live streams ever, and it was the day that Eddie Van Halen passed. And so we were checking out Van Halen live on stream, and stream got taken down and I got the warning and I couldn't post for a week or so too. So anyway, I cannot check out Chris Young right now, but yeah, Diego made a note of it. What I do want to see is if I've gotten a tip and donation for that before. Chris Young. We will see. And then Brett Bowman recommended listening to Terry Kelly's Pittance of Time, a tradition to play that on Remembrance Day in Canada. Very cool. Well, thank you all. How is everybody doing, by the way? How is everyone? How are you guys doing? I need to turn off my wireless receivers for my guitar. Actually, no, I want to play a little bit and fix something. So give me a sec, guys. Okay, see, I prefer that. Yeah, okay. So I had it coming in as an instrument, which increases the decibels by 20. So I wanted to fix that really quick. Yeah, I like that. That's better. I'm trying to get to know the neck better. It's like things I never did learning the guitar. C sharp minor. So what's funny about like learning, so it seems like I'm a guitarist, right? Like I know how to play songs and I've practiced them. But I'm not a guitarist, I'm not a musician, because I don't know theory, and I'm wanting to learn. But it just hits me. So this, like a pentatonic scale, and especially if that's minor, it just hit me that the chord, the notes, so yeah, it hit me that on the scale, the chord is within the scale, and of course it would freaking be. That's what a scale and a chord is. Chord is just the scale being strummed right away. That's what it is. But it like never like, you know what I'm trying to say? It never like went into my brain and understood that. So a C sharp minor, and then pentatonic. The guitar makes so much sense. All right, so if I wanted to play some pentatonic on G major, nope. That doesn't make sense, actually. Oh, that's major. But we were playing I was trying to play a G minor pentatonic. The guitar's cool. Okay. Anyway. Okay, the next thing I want to try. And Diego, if you want to make a little timestamp for this, because I might want to make this a video too, because I spent hours looking for a video, an instruction video on how to do this on YouTube and couldn't find it. So, first off, I had asked how everyone's doing and people are answering. So let's take a quick step here. So Angela's doing great. So this is kind of good. So we just brought up, you know, the stream views, woodworking, Gunny Bear just bringing up. If you have a specific date and time for live streams, which we have, Saturdays at noon, which might just be a hard time though, right? Middle of the day on Saturdays. There are a lot of people watching streams, but it is to a crowd that I don't have, right? The gaming community, which I would love to become more of a part of because I'm a gamer. Well, I love playing video games. So would love to get in more on that. But like you mentioned, having a topic for each one. Yeah, we should plan ahead a little bit more what these topics are. Today, I did have some planned, but need to, maybe announce those a little bit more. Anessa, though, brings up, when I asked how everyone's doing, good, but struggling most days with grief. Anessa Lynn, we're with you. Bless you. Life is hard. Life can be a hell at times. And if it's not hell, there will be a hell that comes and finds us. But hopefully you have something that you find meaning enough that makes it worth it. Right? Do we have enough meaning to justify the suffering? Can Ali join future live streams? For sure. Yeah, I want Ali to join all of them. Today just was a day that we have birthday, a birthday. Yeah, I definitely want Ali to be a typical thing. It's because we'll have segments, right? Segments when it's just us, like us. Segments when Ali comes in and joins us. For Sure. Okay, so I've had us trouble with my Discord and finally found an issue here that I solved. And I saw that, yeah, friend of the channel, Danny, has been writing me for a Reba song. So we are gonna check out Reba's Is There Life Out There? Well, we will check out Reba, Danny. Woodworking Bear, going Bear, yeah, good point and all of that. You know what we're gonna do, everybody? We're gonna keep hanging out here, but we're gonna get on the treadmill here. I gotta get my steps in, and maybe Diego, let's get some footage of us gaming while walking on a treadmill. I'd love people to come join. But I never did a good job at marketing my the fact that I gamed from the treadmill, right? So maybe let's do that. And Ole, if I were a boy, I promise we're gonna do it. I just know for a fact, I was explaining earlier, we can't check out songs during a live stream because of copyright issues. We'll be taken down. But this song was just posted like a day ago, which is exciting. So we'll record that. Like, I'll probably cut the live stream in like an hour and I'll record it as soon as I'm done. Okay. Just because it's like, hey, brand new song, brand new Angelina song. Let's do it. She is looking beautiful, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. That's great. So thank you for bringing that up. Like, to everybody, you probably have suggestions, recommendations, things that you requested, super chats, donations, super thanks that you're waiting for us to do. But I am going to prioritize this one just because it's like, hey, let's try to catch a wave. I need to do it for the channel, you know? And it's been a long minute since I've checked out Angelina Jordan. I love that girl. So we will do it, Ole. All right, so this is what I want to try, Diego. The way we're gonna start doing the treadmill streams, right? So there's my treadmill right there, and then I have my monitors right there, right, for me to be able to use to do stuff while we're walking. Okay. What I've needed to do is I have a shotgun microphone right here that I've needed to essentially unhook and move over there, and then my camera. Also set up the camera rig to work a lot better last week, but I want to start using wireless microphones when I switch over. So I need you guys all to pay attention here. And again, this is the sound you're getting of me with my shotgun microphone, but when I'm going to switch it to wireless, please let me know if it still sounds good, so that if I can make good content while on there. All right, so the way I'm going to use this, personally, I don't like the look of clipping these things, so I'm a fan. I'm a fan of doing it like in my shirt. So first I'll have a microphone, the cable, and we can just set this all up while we're here hanging out on stream. Okay, it's not plugged in yet, but I'm gonna need your help with some feedback on, does it sound okay? Okay. And then, so now I'm gonna switch, okay? We're going from shotgun microphone to wireless. Hello? Okay. Well, that's annoying that I had to like twist it a lot for this thing to be working. That was very, very weird. But all right, yeah, it's fully charged and it seems like the levels are fine. And see, because I just don't like showing cables if I'm going wireless, and I want to see if this is going to sound okay because we're about to be filming footage for the new series on the show. Next Saturday, for example, I am going to be at a ranch, my friend's ranch, working with him for the day. So that'll be fun. Okay, so we're here. Get everything set up. Again, everybody, remember to try to find creative ways to get your steps in, okay? That's the main thing. All right, so yeah, seems like the sound's going okay. I mean, ideally that light, right? Because the main thing is I want to be able to just walk around the room here. All right, cool. And what I love about my setup here with the Rodecaster Pro is that it's right here. Like I can still see it, which is great. Yeah, so yeah, I know it was off for a sec. But we got it. All right, we'll turn on that light. I feel like that's way too bright. Yeah, it's probably a little better. All right, so yeah, we're set up good here. My only concern is getting the right angle. Getting the right angle to show my screen the way I want. Okay, so, because see, I would have to be all the way out here. But, because I don't have that much more real estate to move the camera to where I want. Oh, I kind of do. Sweet. Okay. No, we'll be good. That's cool. That'll look good. Your mic looks like you have a tumor or a cyst. All right, so should I not do the under the shirt? Yeah, you're right, it does, huh? I mean, I've had a cyst before, and yeah, I mean, it is what it looks like. Diego, we should have gotten you on Discord for you to tell everybody you had a nasty cyst for a minute there. Here, hold on a sec. All right. So, does this look better? Because it's less weird? So what would you guys prefer, man? Do I keep it over the shirt? Because there's a few options of how to use this thing. There's a few options. There's under the shirt cyst. There's this, where we kind of make it more like a necklace. Here's the final option. I want y'all's feedback. So let me mute again. Final option is we just use the receiver like this, because you can clip it like a magnet. Or I could even put the magnet the other way around. You're gonna just get all of this sound. That looks weird. That looks like I just got a breast implant breast augmentation procedure. In my opinion, like, and it went like very wrong. So first off, we got a comment from Steven Engel. Is this a live stream? He isn't reacting to comments. Well, yeah. By the way, we're on like a 20 to 30 second delay, so we can't really react to comments as naturally as we would like, to be honest. And then, yeah, I mean, which ones do you pick, right? Can't play favorites here. Okay, so both sound better when they're out. Okay, well, we might just do this then. We'll do this for now. Yeah, it's not stylish, but who gives a crap? I don't care about style. Maybe I should. So yeah, thanks, Angela. Third eye or nipple, that's hilarious. So Inessa, doing reactions while on the treadmill is what brought me first. Yeah, those were the times, man. Did you guys do you guys just get a look at all y'all's donations and tips? Hope you did. No, again, thank you to everybody who helps and supports the channel. Yeah, I would love to do reactions here with you guys right now, but as I mentioned, like if we do something right here, especially if we're dealing with copyrighted stuff, we're gonna get taken down. So I don't know if you all have heard, there's some things going on in the news, and that's probably not good. The thing is, and Diego, Martinet, like I'm gonna need your help. Like, I don't know what's the best way for us to find what are copyright-free videos that we can do live on stream. You know what I mean? All right, so this, but see, and then sometimes you get a good, so Steven, yeah, I hear you. Word. Pet lover, could you share the origins of your YouTube channel someday in the future, please? Let's just do it right now. So, here's the deal. I like to play video games. Love to play video games. And what I started doing when my kid was born, and primarily because finding times to play my video games while still helping, like, you know, raise my child and everything was hard. And I've always been mindful of my health, right? I've always had physique goals that I've never reached, by the way. Like, I keep falling off the wagon, especially watching what I eat. But with goals I had, and one of the goals being, I wanted to make sure I got 10,000 to 15,000 steps a day. So I was like, okay, I'll push, you know, my kid on the stroller and get my steps that way. I'll do stuff, you know, I'll do stuff with, you know, at the gym. But then I got the idea, like, why don't I play video games? Like, is that so hard? So at the time, we had a treadmill in our crappy, non-finished basement in our townhome. We had a treadmill there, and we had this drawer set, and it was high enough that I was like, what if I put my computer monitor that I wasn't using because I wasn't working from home, what if I put it on there? And I did, and I was like, that's a pretty good angle. So then I hooked up my Nintendo Switch to it. And right, what's nice about the Nintendo Switch is that you can carry the paddles separately like this. So I turned on the game, right? And started playing. And it was freaking great. So, and I was able to play the game very comfortably, walking at a pretty brisk pace. And for a long time. So right now, for example, I am walking at 1.5 miles per hour, which is not fast at all, by the way, and a 3% incline. And because that's so easy, I can walk like this for an hour, hour and a half. So I had my Nintendo Switch paddles, okay? Would put the treadmill up to 2.5, like when I was working out, if it was a workout, to between 2.5 to 3 miles per hour, crank up the incline to 3 to 6%, and play my games. And I was able to play my video game walking for an hour and a half or so. So I actually ended up getting in my most cut physique ever by playing my video games more, right? Yeah, I mean, so that's what I was able to do that. So then I was like, hey, because I wanted to justify playing my video games, I was like, why don't I start streaming and stream my video games? And I will do like my streams will be me playing my video games, but being on my treadmill. And my whole thing would then be, you know, not many gamers are the healthiest people. So can we encourage each other and find ways to make that not the case? And I would be doing that by saying, find a way like me to actually work out while playing your games. Find creative ways to do it. So I wanted to start streaming to promote that message. And maybe because doing it on my treadmill was unique, maybe we would get a lot of viewers. That wasn't the case. It's very hard to get viewers on, you know, in this ecosystem. It's you know, you have to, you know, win the lottery in a way. You have to be interesting enough, and then all of a sudden people find you, and because you're interesting and you got lucky, and then it works out. All of that has to work out for you. So I was doing my gaming streaming, and the only time I could really do it was super early in the morning, but it was the only time. But yeah, I wasn't getting an audience, right? Because you can't get an audience for live streaming by just streaming. You have to make content to take people to your stream. So I was like, I need to find a way to make content. And because I had a job, I had a family, and I had health goals that I didn't want to sacrifice, I was like, I need to find a way to put content out there that isn't too hard to make. Reaction videos is a great one. So I learned how to make reaction videos, and we just started doing it. And we would just do it on whim, what things you would check out. But then you start finding these you know, niche topics where there's a crowd, and because you check something out, they suggest something else, and then you kind of just go through that rabbit hole, and there you kind of curate a little mini audience on that thing. So that first thing for us, that main thing was like Norm Macdonald comedy. Then there was like another niche, which was like Carl Pilkington and watching his stuff. And that's when we then started a Patreon, which I don't have anymore because I just couldn't manage it. I'm doing too many things. Then someone heard me talk about, you know, because I'm like a fan of like Carl Jung, and they brought up, hey, you haven't done music channels, but you should, yeah, music videos, but you should, and you like Carl Jung, you should really check out Tool. So we checked out Tool, and I fell in love with Tool. Like, they became my favorite band because of this channel. And again, all of those reactions were done on the treadmill, right? Because that's what I wanted to be promoting, right? Was this idea that I had. And yeah, so it would be one thing after the other after the other. Harry Mack was a big one too that we did, that we learned that, and just you know, we're able to generate a community on that. So reaction videos, again, I was able to, with my time, like my limited time, to put out content for that. And at the time, the purpose was to generate an audience to then, if I were to live stream, we would have people watch. Then I got a promotion at work that was gonna then just make my job way too demanding. So then my channel just became just reaction videos. And after setting up different studios and stuff like that, it then became like the biggest growth we experienced on the channel was actually when we stopped doing treadmill stuff. So I actually was wondering if, at least for the reaction videos themselves, maybe the treadmill was too distracting. But I've always wanted, again, part of me still wants to be like, that streaming is more of a thing I do, maybe 3 times, yeah, like three times a week to stream. And that, you know, I do want to still play my video games on those streams, right? But then do other things. But I want to make walking here on the treadmill a thing again. Like, I would love that. So yeah, so we'll see. we'll keep trying things out, man. So that is the long-winded answer of the origins of my channel. And again, a big thing is I just wanted to promote people like, hey, the thing that I found that helped me get in better shape, even though I was always lifting weights and stuff like that, where I finally started feeling better and different, when my back pain was going away. And because walking is not too physically demanding, the recovery, like recovering from it, is not that hard. So you can walk a lot and your like adrenals and stuff like that, they're not overly taxed. Because again, it's like so low impact. So I just wanted to promote, like, I mean, when you start dreaming, right? I wanted my channel to take off in a way that I like partnered with some of these fitness companies to create a more affordable treadmill that would have a very good monitor that you could just very easily hook up either your compute, like your laptop, a computer, or your gaming system, that was designed for you to do the thing that you love and multitask in a way that you would get your steps in. If you're needing to work an office job, like especially if you're working from home and you're sitting for 8 hours a day, well, can we make 2 of those hours you walking? 2 hours walking on a treadmill, you will be getting 15,000 steps a day. And you will feel fine because it's walking. It's not high impact. It's not high intensity. And then I think you just will feel better and different than your job, your gaming. It's not coming at the expense of your feeling good. So, man. Yeah. Anyway. Just reading through y'all's comments really quick here before we do some more stuff. First off, my brother Rod is here. A little inside joke here. It's a vow that we have as brothers of never explaining what this means right here. But my brother Rod is here. So guys, say what's up to Rod. And okay, here is something that I did want to try. So okay, I wanna play Elden Ring for a little bit, just because the expansion's coming out. Again, probably not that many gamers here, but I want to play Elden Ring in a sec, so we're gonna boot that up soon. The main thing I want to test there, is streaming and everything. Is it too taxing? Because I don't have a dual PC setup. Is playing my game on Steam going to be too taxing on my rig? Like, is that even gonna be able to sound good? And anyway, y'all will have to let me know. Okay, here's another question for everybody. All right, so we have the wireless microphone set up. Great. I didn't get the wireless microphone just for the treadmill. I'm happy on still doing my shotgun microphone and doing the switcheroo here, right? So I'm down to still do that, especially if it sounds good. And I might want to, because I don't like the look of this. the reason I got the wireless microphone is, like I mentioned, next Saturday, we're filming our first episode of a show that I don't know what to call yet. It's just me and my friend going to one of my best friends' ranch. And I just want to experience his ranch. So it's a vlog series, but a lot of it, it's gonna be me trying things that are generally, all right, so we're making some generalizations here associated with the country world. Ranching, cowboy, right? Like shooting, fishing, like, I don't know what the right word is. And I want to avoid just general, like using like a stereotypical, like, I don't know, slur, right? Right? But so I still don't know what to call the show, right? Sebs becomes country. The whole thing on, the whole idea on the vlog show, it's, again, I'm from South America. I'm an urban kid, right? I'm an urban kid. I know how to survive in the city. But if things were to go to crap right now, dude, my family would die. I don't know where to like find clean water, start a fire. I didn't do the Boy Scout thing, right? I wouldn't know, like, dude, where do I go first to feed my family? How the freak do you tie a knot that works? I am completely useless, dude. And I admit that. And you know, like, that's just who I am. That was my upbringing. That's pretty funny. Someone said Sebs do ranch. That's pretty funny. So for the episode, by the way, right, my best friend's ranch. Yeah, there you go. So anyway, there's gonna be multiple things. So next week, it's the ranch. We might film an episode or two a month. We'll start with one. I don't know how taxing this will be. And my filmographer friend and his editor friend, it's all of a side thing. And if the show doesn't take off and we can't make enough money to support it, we will have to stop, right? But let's just do a few because it'll be fun. So the first one we're planning is the ranch. The next one, Sebs goes to his first rodeo. Like my actual, you know the whole saying, not my first rodeo? This will be my first rodeo. So that will be the next episode. Going hunting. I've gone to a hunt, all right, once with my crazy ex-fiance's dad. He was cool and we just sat there in silence for a bit. It was a matter of hours where the rest of our party did get a buck, shot it. So I wasn't there for the experience, right? So I've never hunted. So I'm gonna go hunting. My current father-in-law, huge fisher, like fisherman. He's gonna take me out fishing the way he does fishing. I do not know what that means, but he's gonna take me fishing. I should probably find a guy who's like a survival dude and maybe just go like survive a night with him. I don't know. Okay, here's another one. Judge me all you want. It's who I am. There's nothing I can do, but judge away, but you're gonna be astonished. I have never set up a tent, like in my life. So one of these episodes, which will be an easy one to film, will just be, I set up a tent in the back. I'm gonna set it up in the backyard for my girls for us to have a camp out outside. So yeah, so next week, ranch. I need to figure out what to do about the live stream, by the way. We might live stream from the ranch for a second. How about that? There we go. Right? So, okay, we have Rafael bringing up right now. Again, I know there's a lot of chats and I'm missing some, and that's just the name of the game. All right, but Rafael brings up South American cowboys are Argentinian guachos. Yeah, and in Chile we have our version of cowboys, right? A guaso. But yeah, I was not one of them. right? So again, I'm an urban through and through kid. Dude, I'm not a kid anymore. But like, that's like the main thing. Like part of it, I don't care if part of me doesn't care if the videos do well. I just won't have the help of my friends if the videos don't do well. But it's just this idea, like, I can't be this useless as a dad, right? With my 2 little girls being as cute as they are, I need to be like, I want to feel like things go wrong, I got this. Well, we'll be okay. You know what I mean? That's the main thing I want to feel as a father. I will take care of us. I can take care of us in the modern world. You know what I mean? But not right if our way of life is disrupted for some reason. I just want to feel prepared, right? And I just think it'd be fun. And the last thing, what's up? Oh, great.
Be like, what's it?
Got it.
So,
Okay. Ali just came in and gave me the monitor for Penny. Quick interruption. Come on, focus. There it is. And it's out of signal coverage. Great. Okay, well, that was a waste. And now it's working, but now when I show it to you again, my kid's sleeping, whatever. So there it is, guys. We're on I will most likely abruptly stop this stream at some point when duty calls and I have to go be dad again. Okay, what was I saying? Yeah, I just want to learn these things. I think this is where it comes from. Because of Yellowstone, which got me interested in cowboy culture, and then we started doing country music on the channel, and then I fell in love with country music, so I kind of fell in love with country, right? I want to learn what are like associated with country things. I think just because I grew to love that culture, so I want to like learn that. Other parts of it, I want to go to Nashville and listen to music there. That's a good video, right? Not just outdoorsy stuff, but let's go to Nashville and listen to music. What would be another thing? Like go to Florida and hunt hogs, or I don't know, they get into those swamps and get some weird looking fish, and I don't know. But out of, again, an appreciation for these people who were so nice to me in my YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? So like, I just want to go learn experience. I want to get my first cowboy hat, my first pair of cowboy boots. Freak, I should go see the Dutton, whatchamacallit? The Yellowstone Ranch there in Montana. A lot of Yellowstone was filmed here in Utah, by the way. We are going to, for that video next week, because my friend lives close to the ravine where they throw people off when they kill them. We're gonna go see it. So it'll be fun. So anyway, we got these for that. I don't know. We got these to film this series that I just think will be a good time. And I think for live streaming, I think I want to keep using. Yeah, I think I want to keep using my shotgun microphone and moving it over. Yeah. Probably what I'm gonna do. But yeah, anyway. Fun stuff. Okay, so Papa Wheelie, play Fortnite. I'll play with you. All right, funny story. I have never played Fortnite. I'm a single player gamer. I like Elden Ring. I like Final Fantasy games. Right? Maybe that's the problem with my streaming, is that maybe I should have played competitive games like that. I don't know. Because, okay, that for sure, I know. Walking on the treadmill, I need to play with a controller. Because when you're walking, you're moving too much, right? To use a keyboard and mouse, it's not going to work. Moving a little too much to be able to, like, aim properly and whatnot. So, but Papa Wheelie, you've been a friend of the channel for a long time. My first time playing Fortnite, I want to play with you, bro. Okay? I mean, Kelly. Do more for home free videos. Okay. We do have, I know for a fact we've gotten a few tips and donations of people wanting us to check that out. Okay. Again, guys, I'm going kind of random here. I'm picking some comments to react to. Sorry if I missed yours, okay? So Danny, I'm still using the mic. Awesome. Yeah, Danny started a YouTube channel and needed a microphone and didn't need the one I had before. So I sent him a Shure MV7. That's a good microphone. So yeah, I'm glad you're still using it because it is a good microphone. This is pretty good. Farad says, sometimes not thinking, but following your heart is the best choice. Well said. That's the thing. Would I want to have these experiences without trying to get clicks and views on YouTube? Yes. What is exciting about doing it on YouTube, if I record it, my girls will be able to see it. That was part of my motivations for doing a YouTube channel. I wanted my girls, when they're older, to be able to get to know who their dad was in his 30s. Like, I wanted them to have that documented. Like, I don't know, I have sometimes this view, like, if my daughters were watching this in the future right now, right? And they know that I'm talking to them, right? Like I love you girls, right? Like, I think that would be cool. So filming these other videos, like I can continue to accomplish that. If they do well, I get to employ a couple, right? Like an editor and my filmographer who's going to come with me is one of my closest friends. Like, we've been friends for a while. We've never worked together, but now we have an excuse. Like, hey, maybe, right? So if it becomes at least something, there's some ad revenue. Just, you know, can help him. We can all help each other out there. That's exciting. And then I have something to start with, so let's upload them and see how they do. But you're right, like, the outcome means nothing. It's just gonna be fun. And maybe because we'll be filming, more people will be willing to allow me to do these things. Like I'm sure me working on my friend's ranch, like him trying to have me there, like, he's probably gonna be doing extra work to give me an experience, right? Like, he's going out of his way to let me film this, and that means a lot. So just have that experience, it's gonna be cool. Pet Lover says, go to Memphis, visit Sun Studio, learn about the history of rock and roll, and visit Elvis' home. Great idea. We did a somewhat like a video like that for a Stevie Ray Vaughan reaction video that we did. I was in Dallas for work. Someone asked earlier, what do I do for work, for my day job? I'll explain that in a second. I went to Dallas for work, and I didn't know that Stevie Ray Vaughan's childhood home was there. And right, so my client, like, we were meeting, and I was telling him about my channel and stuff, and Stevie Ray Vaughan came up, and he was like, you need to go see his home. So I went out there and checked out his home, and that was just cool. And like, sure, we did it to be then the intro to the rest of a Stevie Ray Vaughan reaction, and that was cool. But yeah, I'd love to do stuff like that. So Pet Lover, that's a great idea. Yeah, Raphael brings up many YouTubers game on Twitch. Yeah. No, so that's the thing. My Saturday streams are gonna be here on the channel on YouTube and whatnot. I'm debating, like, again, I might not make gaming a thing on this, but whenever I do game, I will most likely do it on Twitch, just because like that crowd is more accustomed to gamers than YouTube is. Old Army Sarge, how do I put a watermark over an entire video to avoid the copyright slash? So first off, I don't do this. I take the copyright hit, right? The way I have felt, especially if I'm doing a reaction video to music, I've never felt entitled. Entitled is a strong word. I just can't think of a better word, so that we're gonna use that, okay? I don't feel entitled to the money that they should be getting for a listen. Like, I wish there was an easier way to like associate a video to something for it to keep getting the credit it needs. You know what I mean? So I just take the hit. You just said that that's what you've been doing. Yeah, I just take the hit, right? For the ones that then get blocked, I've thought like, all right, so my most well-performing video was a reaction to Queen's Live Aid performance, right? And so I posted it, it was all blocked, and I just couldn't get the thing uploaded. And I'm glad I took the time to then go out into an editor, and a few of those pieces that, you know, they blocked out, I cut out the music or muted it out and did some things so that I could upload it, because now I have my top performing video, which again, I've not made a cent on because of copyright issues. But I took the time there. Where you could hypothetically do the watermark is by setting up an image mask blend filter on your capture on OBS, or you can do it post, all right, on the editor to add that, and maybe you can get it done. But no, like, we have many videos like that I will just never be able to post on here, and that's the name of the game. Like, here's an example. Let's go in right here, right? Right, so you're gonna see here, like, most of my videos, these videos that say like music money is on, they're actually not. We disputed and at least tried to get them to at least let the video go up, but still nothing. All right, so this video can now go live, actually. So that's exciting. So I actually might post this right now, just to answer your question here. What is my process then when I get the copyright ding? So first off, I went in to the copyright, right? And I asked for an exception to be made because it's a reaction video. I asked for an exception, and I typically go and do that when here, I'm just going to show you literally my entire process to finally finish uploading one of these. Yeah, sorry, got sidetracked to the answer here. What is most likely going to happen with Luke Combs, even with this dispute on that copyright, Luke Combs, the copyright owners are very strict with this sort of thing. So this video will be up on YouTube for, I will say, 2 to 3 days max. What I'm starting to do is I use the YouTube editor to take out the song from the video, and I put links to other places that they could go watch the full thing, like X right now, right? I haven't gotten a video on there taken down. My X, that like Twitter, it doesn't do that well, but it's a place someone could go and hypothetically watch the entire uninterrupted song. That's what I'm doing for it, because yeah, there's no way around it. So I just stopped even trying the watermark thing. I've never done it. Yeah, so where the wild things are, we just checked that out. A lot of people said I have to check that out, and it was a freaking fantastic song. Nope. So go check out the video. If you haven't checked out the song itself yet, make sure you go do that. It's not letting me link his channel. Amazing song. Okay, so we have this Sebs Tries to Like Country playlist. We're gonna try to do some tags here. I don't know if this stuff helps out at all, but might as well try everything. Luke Combs reaction. Where's the things are reaction? Said reacts country. Country reaction. Combs. All things are reaction. Okay. Yeah, so ineligible for monetization. Of course, it's just the name of the game, right? And again, I don't mind, because I am trying to play the long game of ideally getting enough live stream viewers and things as such that it justifies that I don't make money out of my videos. It's just a hope and a dream. So let's go make this thumbnail really quick. All of you guys are gonna see just how easy this is, and just be like, why don't I do this too? And you should. But this is why I did reaction videos, because I didn't have to spend that much time, and so I could keep having my day job, and I could keep the freak is happening. Okay. Sorry, so I could keep my day job, and I could keep doing this for fun, and it wouldn't be so ultimately taxing that I couldn't do, you know what I mean? Like what's cool about, like, again, a reaction channel is that my only job for it, I think, is to try to live an interesting enough life that hopefully I have something interesting to say. So do I read? Do I work hard and develop myself career-wise? Do I really work hard at being a good dad? And all these things, just so that hopefully in my videos I have something interesting to say, right? That's all I have to do, and it's been fun, right? So here I'm making my thumbnail for this, and I mean, it's just homeboy singing here in his studio, so I'm gonna grab a quick screenshot of that. Great, easy. I want to get a quick screenshot of a part from our video where Allie and I look interesting. See, we have like eyes wide open right there. That might be a good spot for that's a great spot for a thumbnail right there. So I don't like posing for thumbnails for reaction videos. Like, I want it to have been in the video itself. All right, so I got my screenshot there. All right, so, and then again, I have my little template here of just what I've been doing for a while, so it just works. So there we have Luke Combs. You know what? I'm going to flip him, move him that way. I'm actually gonna move him up. All right, so there we got him up there. Yep, we moved him up a bit. Sweet. So we have Luke Combs. Now let's bring in Allie and I doing our interesting faces. All right, so we're gonna have to do some touch up here. All right, so okay, this might look decent enough in a sec. So first off, let's come in, kind of make that black. Yeah, I like that. Let's just finish that off with that little space there. If we look in at Allie, it didn't cut out the pieces that I would have wanted. So let me come in here and do some custom. Let's finish cutting Allie out of this for it to look clean. Right? AI is going to still do a lot of mistakes. Okay, so we cut that out a little bit. That's going to look a little better. Whoops. Okay. Does that look? Yeah, that looks better. And then let's add, okay, so we have this layer with Allie and I, and then just to make us pop a little bit, I like to put these glows right behind us. You know what? Because we have the glow, it looks weird if he doesn't have it either. So let's duplicate that. Remove the background on this duplicate. So now let's put, oh. Okay, let's do the glow on Luke Combs too. Yeah, I like that more. And then I'm just gonna name it the name of the song, Where the Wild Things Are. Okay, make that smaller to fit. I only want it one line. And sweet, my thumbnail is done. And that's how I like to do them. All right, so I haven't needed to outsource my thumbnails yet because I feel like these are good enough for me. All right. And then my thumbnail is ready. Great. I didn't export the thumbnail, so I have to go open up Photoshop yet again to do this again. Awesome, great, wonderful. And thumbnails, okay, there it is, okay. And cool, we'll be done. This video is gonna go live. And okay, look, here's the thing also with like timing for this sort of thing. People say, oh, post at this time, it's the best and stuff. I don't care, man. So I'm gonna stop the stream in a little bit. Penny still isn't up, so we're okay right now. But most likely when we're done, video will be ready. So Where the Wild Things Are. So that's gonna be posted up. And again, like I mentioned, as most Luke Combs videos, right? If we look up Luke Combs, right? Like Beautiful Crazy, this one, is it public? I think we had to take out the music for it to be public. So it's one of those videos we had to do that. I'm telling you, Luke Combs is just hard to keep this stuff public. So I'm just gonna prepare an alternate version ready to go on my Twitter in a sec. Anyway, I got ahead of my, I got distracted working here, answering your question, bro. That's the trade-off. Again, reaction videos, I'm not creating anything, dude. I just hopefully am interesting enough to have an interesting opinion and maybe people will watch it. But I don't care about that. It's for me, dude. I'm just recording myself wasting my time as I would have already, right? I would have spent my time on YouTube anyway. Might as well hit record and see if I can connect with people and make some extra money for my family, and maybe, but I would have done this anyway. But so easy to record, easy to upload, because I don't have to edit it. Because why would I edit it? It's my raw reaction. I'm not gonna do a take. So it's 15 to 20 minutes that I would have spent anyway. I just uploaded the video. And then the rest of it, easy. The trade-off with the ease is that I won't be able to monetize most of the videos. I think it's to me, a fair trade-off, right? So the game plan has been, maybe because of an audience we built, that yes, we couldn't monetize building that audience, but because we had moments and experiences together, when I do start creating some of this original content, maybe people will watch it. Maybe not. Maybe not. So that's all I have to say about that. Well, man, I'm starting to sweat. I think it's too hot in the room here. Like, yes, I am walking. Yeah, it's 77 degrees in this room. And I'm sure the treadmill generates heat. And it is also just a hotter day. So yeah, I started sweating. Like, my wife and I, we have a double date tonight. I might have to shower again. Yeah. We got this question, James White. Any plans on reviewing Ted Nugent, Strange Hole Guitar Royalty? Never heard of. Who? Again, dude, I'm a poser guitarist, I feel. Let's check him out. Diego. Dude, Diego, if you're still here, dude, thank you. If you're not, no worries, man. But if you're still here, thank you so much, man. But yeah, let's add that maybe to the queue. Alarmy says, I'm a 100% disabled vet, so I'll have all the time I need to do this YouTube thing. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Way to look at it. Way to look at the upside there. Yup, sweet. You got time, bro. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Papa Wheelie is streaming Fortnite on YouTube right now. Well, dude, let's pull you up. Papa Wheelie's channel. I'm not subscribed to it. Guys, go subscribe to Papa Wheelie. You might hear yourself double. Yeah, see, I've never played this game. Like, I've seen people play it, of course. Like, yeah, my thing is more, yeah, single player games, man. It's my idea. Papa Wheelie is live. Wheelie, I'm gonna leave you up to keep giving you a view there, okay, and helping you out. I am just curious because I might have to stop streaming soon. I want to see if we will have the bandwidth with all of this. If I wanted to stream some games, if I ever go on like a, whatchamacallit, Twitch and whatnot and stream some games, and I keep trying to do this, will it work? Because I do worry. Like I have a pretty good computer, pretty good, but typically this sort of thing, it's a little too much. Okay, so first off, I just moved it from that computer, that screen to, which is widescreen, to here, and it's like a, so wait, hold on a sec. All right, so gosh dang it. Every time I'm okay, so what I'm all right. Okay. It's looking weird as all get out. All right, let's reset this. This is the hard thing for me because of all my monitors and whatnot. Because of all my monitors, it's gonna get all, I hate that your game will automatically immediately go to your screen, your main screen, which just bugs me because I want to make my monitor here that I'm tracking crap my main monitor, but whatever. All right, so now I made this my main stupid monitor. Let's see. I bet I was freezing hard, Papa Wheelies, because I was shifting monitors and screens and all of that like crazy. Yeah, it's really choppy. Yeah, this is why people game with dual PC setups, dude. It just might be too taxing. Steven brings this up, and I want to iterate on that. that we have is, again, Old Army Sarge being a disabled vet. Thank you for your service. Absolutely. And I'm sure everyone else echo that would echo that. Okay, so this I don't have set up yet. Gonna go through a little freeze here again. Okay. See, this is going to be... Oh man, that looks choppy, dude. I think it's gonna be too taxing, dude. Like, I might have to play this... Like, the way I streamed this game back in the day was on PS5. And... Oh, who the frick are you? And so when it was a PS5 and I was using a capture card, it worked a little better, but... Hey, bro. Peace. Like, it's working fine right now. Renee, I think my husband plays or has played this game. It's a classic game. It's one of the hardest games ever. Makes it very fun. You learn a lot of patience. I have played this game before, but again, there's a new one coming out at the end of this month, so I need to get a little ready for it.
Hello? Is somebody there? Might I bend your ear for a moment, please? My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn.
Pet Lover asked what this game is called. It's called Elden Ring.
Have rebelled. I can't be sure.
Renee, do you have a gaming processor computer? I do.
Since birth,
I have. I bought a second-hand NVIDIA 3090 game graphics card,
himself to stay.
and it's good. But I'm pretty sure they used this thing for crypto farming, so the thing has been taxed quite a bit. But again, it's still good. But I have not had the resources to get myself the perfect setup to game and stream at the same time. Jeez, I hate those things so much. Okay, so I haven't beat this boss yet, so let's go do this. Renee says it's looks not choppy. Oh, that's good to know. No, it just gets choppy, I think, when I'm like shifting monitors, because I have 3 monitors too. What I did for it to work better, I had to turn one of them off. All right. All right, so where is this guy? There he is. Hey, what's up, dude? Whoops. Why did I even try that? Stupid. Nice. All right. That was easy.
no selling.
Stuff does look cool. Do I need anything? No. The graphics on this are so immersive. Yeah, this is one of the most beautiful games ever. Okay, I think this is going to work, by the way, if I stream and play. And that's the main thing I wanted to check with you all. Oh, someone's trying to kill me. Gonna park my guy right here. And I think it's gonna work, which is good news. Okay, very good news. Guys, I'm gonna, so also while games load up and everything like that, we get a little taxed here. Yeah, we start getting choppy, there we go. Or at least that's what I'm seeing. I'm gonna go be a dad, guys. I'm gonna go wake up Penny. Love the word felled. Yeah. I'm gonna go get Penny and get things ready for the day. So let's cover a few things before we go. So yeah, Renee, just when someone dies, felled. Yeah, great idea. So I'll cover this before we go. LB, don't you have a Patron anymore? Was looking for it today and didn't find it. So LB, I don't. I took that down. It was awesome, a great way to support the channel and everything. Again, I work, I have a full-time job, right? I'm a salesperson for software. I am starting a tech company especially with my commission money that I get. I'm doing this YouTube thing, and I don't want to do those three things at the expense of my health and, more than anything, my family. Patron was becoming too hard to manage with all those things. Like, because I felt guilty. People were paying money to be a patron, but then would send me messages to interact and engage and everything, which of course makes sense, but I just didn't have the time. So I felt too guilty having a Patreon, so we took it down. So appreciate you looking out for it, but no, that's how we had to do it, you know? Again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for all the support. Stay tuned for more videos coming out. And stay tuned for next week. We may change the streaming day to be one of these nights where Allie and I can hang out. So stay tuned for that. Mainly because next Saturday, I might not be able to do this stream because we're going to be filming our new video. That being said, we might stream for a sec during the allotted time from the locations.